Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. Would love it if you would. I'm on Facebook, so if you want to send me a request, the link is in the box below. And I'm on Patreon. That's where individual zodiac sign reads are. But let's see. When I was burning Palo Santos and saying a little prayer and cleansing the energy and stuff, I heard money. So money might be coming in for some of you, or that's what you're praying for. But I kind of feel like money's coming in, because earlier today too, I started doing this again, like make it rain. And a lot of times when I'm not really thinking about anything and little messages like that come in, if I mention them in a reading, it's pertaining to the energy, so it's not just messages for myself kind of thing. But it's like good things, like wishes coming in. I know that I keep saying that, but I feel like anyone who resonates with this message, like, good things happening for you, things changing around, money coming in, whatever it is, wealth, abundance, and otherwise, prosperity, joy, you're already seeing little blessings. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, I said this or I wanted that, and oh, here it is. Even if it's something tiny, because sometimes we don't always get what we want, because sometimes what we want isn't necessarily good for us. And this is a good example because I was feeling really crappy on Saturday, and because I have like they're lesions basically from surgeries I've had, and I think one of them's like attached to my intestines on the left side, and when I get like IBS or anything like that, it can really act up and hurt like a mofo. It will literally just knock me down if it gets severe enough. Usually I can combat it because I'm prepared. I know what bothers me and what doesn't. But anyways, the only thing I wanted to eat all day was Chinese food. And I almost got it, but the place was closed, and it was like a blessing in disguise, because for one, it's not healthy, it's not good for you, and it probably would have made my stomach feel worse. But for some reason, I wanted it. It's like, I don't care how shitty it makes me feel, I want it. And maybe some of you have been feeling that way about a person, a situation, like, yeah, you made me feel shitty, and this is whatever, but I still want it. So it's almost like you can still want someone or something. Just don't. It's not happening, or it's not coming around because it's not good for you. That's what that is. That's what that stands for. So that's just a good example, I guess. But what I heard, money's coming in, because I kept hearing money. Oh, and then when I set my little shell thing with my sage and Palo Santos in it, because it was still smoking, I set it over on the little stand, and I heard fire. Like, whoosh, shit's just taken off, basically. Because when fire gets really big, it can consume you, a situation, something. That could represent a problem as well. But I don't feel like it's a problem for any of you if you're not doing anything wrong or anything, because that was cleansing. So it's almost like cleansing fires, burn a shit to the ground that doesn't matter anymore. It's just like woods fires and stuff like that. They can get out of control and consume everything and cause a lot of problems. But when it pertains to the environment, actually ash and stuff like that makes plants and grass and all that stuff grow. So it actually helps in a way. It's like the phoenix energy. Sometimes you gotta burn everything to the ground, and it's like clean slate everything so that it will grow properly. So for some of you in this situation, whatever this energy is to you, there could be a situation that was not fair, it wasn't healthy, it wasn't good for you for whatever reason, and maybe it's coming back around because it's already been burned to the ground, and now there's proper nutrients there. Through the ashes, you rise. And it could be coming back for some of you, like in a positive way, in a different way. And then for others, it's just burned to the ground, and now you're moving on to something else or someone else. You know what I mean? You can't go back to yesterday. Okay. be in the present. So don't think about the past. Don't dwell in the past. Don't sit in the past. This person did that, blah, blah, whatever. Well, that's been burned to the ground. So let's, what lessons did you learn? And don't forget and just move forward so you don't repeat history kind of thing. Doesn't that bird kind of look like it would be a phoenix or something? It's like a hawk or something, but with all the colors. That's what I'm talking about. It's like burn. That's really weird that this came out when I'm talking about that. Number 44. 444 could be significant. 333 as well. Just live in the moment. Let go of grudges. Let go of the past, because yesterday's gone. Tuesday's gone. You know what I'm saying? Right way. Learning to create what you desire. And a lot of you are actually on the road to success, and just no matter what that means for you, because it's not just in your career and financially and whatever. I do feel that in here, but it's also just within yourself, like being happier and staying motivated to achieve your goals. You're creating a lot of new things, and that brings in new energy and new people as well. It can bring in the past as well, but if someone doesn't come in correct, let them fly. There's the chaos. If somebody is not loyal to you and you are loyal to them, it ain't worth your time, kind of thing. Because someone might come in like a friggin' tornado, like one of those creepy tornadoes too. Because usually it's like, oh, we can kind of see the storm approaching. You can feel it and all that. That tornado feels like, there's no winds of change. There's no nothing. The birds are still chirping. Everything's going on, and then it comes out of nowhere. So someone might bring in some BS out of nowhere. Lust. They might bring in some BS out of nowhere. They might bring in their love stick or their box. What the fuck? Anyways, maybe because you let go of them, you wouldn't let them put their stick in your box. Anyways, why is it making me feel all nervous? Yeah, because somebody was very walled off. If this is a love connection, one of you could have been very loving and nurturing, loyal, and the other one was just heated. You know what I mean? Someone might say that to you. Just live in the moment. Enjoy the moment. Let's do this. Let's get it on. You know what I mean? So someone might come in out of nowhere and want to get it on with you and be like, oh, I'm just living in the moment. I'm not so sure. I mean, if you want to have a good time with this person, go ahead. But as long as you know that they're probably not sticking around. This person just wants to open your box and see what's inside. I can't stop laughing. What the hell? That's not... Yeah, someone's coming out of solitary confinement. They're coming out of hermit mode. And they're headed right for you. Because it's like Merry freaking Christmas. Oh, shit. Call me, maybe. Yeah, someone might call. And you might have been waiting for this phone call or message or whatever. And when it finally arrives, I don't know. I feel like you do have a lot of passion for this person. So you might want to just go with the flow. Some of you will. And like I said, and that if you go into it that way, you'll be like not expecting anything. So it's just like, okay, yeah, well, it's a good time. It's a notch in my belt. Because for some reason, this has popped in my head like quite a few times over like the past week or so, where the player gets played. So there's someone who's in this like player type energy where they're non-committal. Maybe they have a lot of partners, whatever, and you don't. But maybe you're choosing this person, or you're going to, like, mama's gonna get some too, kind of thing. And male, female, doesn't matter, but that's just an example. Like, why not? I can have fun too, but for some reason it almost feels like this person knows that you had I was gonna say have an emotional tie to them, this person knows that you had one prior. So you've emotionally detached from this person. So if you decide to brown chicken brown cow with them and just go with the flow, live in the present moment, whatever, um, they're gonna end up being the booty call, not you. But that's their intention to do it to you, but you're gonna do it to them, like, because for some reason, this feels like, okay, karma is amazing in how it works sometimes, is saying, because I feel like someone could have been loving up on someone, like, say you're going, I have a lot of feelings for you, I'd love to date you, whatever, blah blah. You were trying and this person wasn't. I don't feel like it's anyone you slept with, but I do feel like there's chemistry between the two of you, and this person can't stop thinking about it. The fire's like raging, there's a spark, and it's like taking over now. And I feel like I want you so bad, that type of energy. So that's kind of how this person's feeling. And they think that you're still emotionally tied to them so that they can get what they want, basically. But you want it too. So it's like, we can both be emotionally detached. I can show you the damaged side of shit, but I don't feel like you're damaged. It's just you're not tied to them. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because like one night stands, if you're a willing participant and you want to do it and you're not emotionally invested in that person, you can just walk away and not give a crap. You know what I mean? Men and women both do it. And this person looks at you as though you don't do that, because you probably don't. Maybe you did in the past, but regardless, you're capable of it. You just don't sleep around. So it's like, I don't sleep around, but I would sleep with you just to see what it's all about, and that they want to know what you're all about. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you cross the line with this person, this is how they're going to end up getting played. It's going to ignite feelings within them, because you play with fire, you get burned. Just be careful, because that's how I started this reading, was with fire. And I almost feel like however you do things is amazing, and this person's gonna go, I need more, I want more. Like, I didn't expect it to feel like that. You know what I mean? Because when it's just effing, it's different. It's not, I don't know. This almost feels like a mix of making love and just effing around. Like, I don't know, it's like a mix. So it's like fantasy and like, I don't know how to explain whatever the fuck I'm feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but whatever this is, it's intense. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not going into details because it's YouTube and they hate that when I do it. But anyways, this person is not going to expect this, and I feel like you're just going to be like, I got mine. Like, what they would have done to you is kind of what you're going to do to them. But I don't feel like you're going to be mean or anything. It just feels kind of like it wasn't your intention. It's just through your feelings, you've always wanted to know what it was like to experience that person, and you might get to, and you both want it. You're both participating adults, willing adults, but someone who doesn't have feelings, who doesn't catch feelings, is going to. And that's part of the fire, apparently. It's all about divine timing. This is like making me giggle. I don't know why. Could be with a karmic partner, or this person's stuck because of a karmic. Yeah, this person's very hesitant. They ran from you, possibly because of someone else, because they were stuck to a situation, or you were, and now they're seeing things differently. Their perspective was all wrong, basically, and they're just like, oh, crap. I don't know. I feel like a moth to a flame. There's someone who doesn't, I don't catch feelings, but they did. They did. Yeah, but they ran. Whoever the runner is might be hitting up a payphone. You know what I'm saying? You put the quarter in the payphone, make a fucking phone call. Beliefs. Someone ran away because they didn't believe in you. They didn't believe in a situation or some type of strong connection. And I do feel like you could have had a spiritual connection with this person. It might have been severed. For some of you it was. But even if it's not severed, there's definitely a passionate connection. Like, it doesn't matter how spiritual this is, I still feel it, you know. Um, someone feels it. Someone feels it. Someone feels it. Anyways, what's up with runner and beliefs? I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking now. Like, I don't know. What do we do here? You might have got someone thinking, or when someone ran away and spent time alone, they've done a lot of thinking. So it's almost like, okay, I have something to say. At the very least, this person has something to say, but there's passion here. Yeah. Well, this person's heartbroken. That's why they ran. Because we have runner again. Yeah, this person's heartbroken. That's why they ran away. But this person, they broke your heart. They hurt you when they took off. But this person could have ran to a karmic situation. There's lessons tied to this. This person's learning a hefty lesson, a hard lesson, a big lesson, a whatever lesson. Because I feel like that's what I said. They ran from you before because of they didn't understand something, they didn't believe in you and this, whatever. I don't know what it is, but they didn't believe in something. And you might end up running from them this time. And this isn't the runner chaser crap like, oh, you ran before, now I'm going to do it to you and I hope you chase me. I feel like if this person ran away from you before, they might have wanted you to chase them because there's the lustful energy here. And I don't feel like you did. You could have for a little while, but I don't feel like you're doing it. I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're gone is what I just heard. So someone feels like you're gone. They might be a little upset about it, but they hurt you through that process, and I almost feel like that's kind of what's going to happen here. For some of you, not for all of you, but it's almost like, well, you ran, and it's not tit for tat, it's just, I feel like your feelings have changed because of how they treated you. And you might run because you're like, I'm not gonna let you break my heart. You know, I will become the heartbreaker, and then you'll feel what I felt. And it's not because that's what you want, and that's not. I don't feel it's intentional. I just feel like it might just kind of unfold that way, or someone's worried about that. Well, someone wants to talk. There's definitely a change in the wind. I'm just saying. Someone wasn't for you before, but they're for you now. Like, oh, I didn't think you were for me, but I think you are. Yeah, because now it's reversed. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so that's the change here, is they weren't for you before because they weren't ready. They were heartbroken, dealing with a bunch of crap, maybe sleeping around. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they weren't treating you right. We'll just leave it at that. Whoever this person is to you. And I feel like they want to come in and say something. They bottled up their emotions, and now the change in this situation is realizing that you are the one for them. Yeah, with soulmates. This person's moving into HD. They're getting out of the doldrums, what it feels like. That's so funny. I just said that and that freaking card flipped around. Like, change in the wind. Whoop. So, yeah. I love this. This is awesome. I just heard the beginning sucked. Well, yeah, the beginning of this situation did seem like it sucked. They could have done that to you. I don't know. Someone was acting like a F-boy or girl or whatever. Let's see, what's this message in the bottle about? Oh, gosh darn it. I just heard, what have you been doing lately? Aw, somebody loves you. 2 of Cups. What have you been doing lately? So it's like a check-in message. Oh, and then the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles. This person might come in and offer you a relationship. They might want to know if the offer's still on the table, especially if you offered it to them before. But regardless of, yeah, this feels I just heard, yeah, I've really been thinking about this. So whoever this person is has really been thinking about moving things forward with you. This might shock you. Might not trust it, just saying. Because I heard, like I said, I heard, what have you been up to lately? Like, what have you been doing? So maybe this person can't see your social media, or they just, you haven't talked to them in a while and they really have no clue what's going on with you, and they want to check in. Because there's call me maybe, direct messages, phone calls, unexpected phone call. This person might be confused as to why you walked away. You're just listening to your intuition. And if you, I don't know, if this person treated you like an option, you're like, I ain't an option, bye. But for some of you, this person might come in and provide a sense of clarity and let you know why they did, walk away, haul ass in a different direction or whatever. What's the change in the wind? Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone standing in their power, or this person's noticing that you're very strong. You're strong-willed. You're beautiful, handsome, whatever. Male, female, doesn't matter. You stand in your power. You're a lot stronger than someone gave you credit for. Yeah, because you resisted temptation. Someone's seeing that you resisted temptation, that you're not out partying, that you're not a hoe. Male, female, doesn't matter, like I said. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. It doesn't matter how alluring you are, how many people are interested, or how on fire your friggin' loins are, because it's like, damn, I'm so horny. Like, you know what, you know what I mean? It's called self-control. And someone seeing that you have self-control. Because they might not have thought that you did for some reason. I don't know why, but they're seeing that. You might end up having a lot of self-control when this person comes in if they start making advances like, well, you held back before, maybe that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? Maybe give them a case of the blue balls. Someone's paying attention. The Page of Swords. It could be a friend of yours who's gaining the strength and courage to overcome the devilish energy, to overcome their fear and take a risk. I just heard, I finally understand what strength and the devil mean. It's overcoming your fears. Somebody finally understands what that means for them. That's cool. All right. Yeah, because we're overcome. Oh, it could be a King of Pentacles who's overcoming that. Like, I'm going to take a risk. Fuck it. Yesterday's gone. We're just going to live for today. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? There's nothing going on right now, so maybe something will go on. That's kind of what that feels like. Because this person's missing you. Whoever they are, you're missing them. They're sick of waiting. They might be waiting for you to call them or for you to pursue them, and you're just not. Oh, there's the Justice. So if this person really wants to deal with you, talk to you, whatever, they're going to have to come forward. Actually, I do want one of these. Give me more on what this King of Pentacles person is overcoming. True love stories never end. That's not what they're overcoming. That fell on not for you, but it's for you because it's reversed. Someone just didn't think that you were the one, and now they're viewing you very differently. It's like, if this is true, it won't end. Well, you got to put effort in, or it will, because it doesn't matter how true something is. If it's not balanced, it just goes to the wayside. So what is this King of Pentacles person overcoming? Back to the good old time. Whoops. Fighting to emotionally detach. Not winning, but I think they're winning, because back to the good old times just flew and flipped. So it's reversed now. They were overcoming that. This person might have wanted to go back to a karmic situation, a past person, an ex, baby mama, baby daddy, whatever. Yeah, and they needed to step out of their comfort zone because they're paying attention. This person's been watching you behind the scenes and just, they've been paying attention. they've been too afraid to step out of their comfort zone because it's just too fucking complicated. No, it isn't. It's actually pretty simple. Um, People just make simple things more complicated because of fear. Because of fear in the past. This person's paying attention, whoever the hell they are. I'm just saying. Um, they're seeing that you're taking chances and risks in your own life as well. That you're doing something for yourself, whatever it is. And it's almost like, well, if you can do it, I can do it. And it's not I can do it better. It's if you can do it, I can do it. So it's a sense of inspiration, which is good. But someone's got it bad for you, and they've been holding back for a while. Happy, blessed. They want to work together with you. That's how wonderful this is. Milk and honey. Observer. Whoever's watching is heavily thinking, and they're seeing that you're at peace. And they're just keeping their composure. Because they could have thought you were just like wearing a mask, trying to keep your composure and pretending that you don't care, but you're actually just living your life, doing your own thing. And they're seeing that and going, what are they thinking about right quick? What is this observer really thinking? They're just seeing how blessed you are, how beautiful this is. Rainbows could also be significant. I did see one the other day. And it was actually like pretty magical because my daughter and her boyfriend were out there shoveling the dirt back into the garden because I moved them. And I'm like, I moved both those friggin' things. And I shoveled it into the other one. I'm like, I'm not. And was after shoveling all those rocks and stuff, I'm like, I'm not shoveling the second garden. Like, fuck that. Someone else is doing it. Well, they went out there and did it because they were being lazy. And I got pissed off. So they did the whole thing. I was like, hallelujah. And then I look up. And there's a freaking rainbow in the sky, and I'm like, that's my pot of gold. I finally got them off their butts. That's what I was thinking. Everyone's pot of gold is different, but not having to do everything around here would be amazing, just saying. Because I get exhausted. Because I do the readings, and I take care of the household, and cook and clean, and take care of the kids, and do all that stuff. But I also, was helping my grandfather today, and, he said the sweetest thing. I was finishing the third rock wall. I'm telling you, I'm like, are we building any more walls? Because I'm fucking sick of it. I think that's the last wall, and I finished it today. And I thought that that's all I was going to do. And then when I saw the piles of rocks there, I was like, he's going to have me move those or ask me if I can come back another time or something. And he did, and he told me what he wanted. Roughly, he just kind of randomly says shit, and I'm like, all right. And I'm pretty good at reading people, for one, knowing what they want, but I'm good at stuff like that, like landscaping and remodeling and whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna move this all by myself today. I'm doing it today. I don't care. I'm gonna push myself to the max. And the rocks, I'm not even shitting you, were like, some of them were probably 8 inches or whatever, like that you can grab with one hand or whatever. Well, some people can't, but the other ones were fucking massive. And there's a big pile of them. Like, I should have taken a picture. All I kept thinking, because he's ex-military, he was in the Marines, the Air Force, and then the National Guard, so he made a whole life out of being in the service. But I was like, people in basic do way more than this. I'm like, you could do it. Keep pushing yourself. And I did, and I got it done. And I wasn't expecting to get paid or anything because he had bought those rocks for me to put out back of the house. And, I was basically working it off. It was like, you did that for me. I'm working it off. And he ended up paying me. And I was like, well, I thought it was kind of half and half. And he goes, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Don't worry about it. He goes, but thank you for being honest. And I was like, well, I'm not going to take you for a ride. We had a deal, basically. So even though he has memory issues, I was honest about it. I could have just taken all of it and shut my mouth. But I was like, no, we had a deal, and I wanted to make sure he was aware. And I know he appreciates the honesty because he told me, he goes, you're a very honest and trustworthy person, and so I trust your judgment. And after I did what he wanted, I'm shuffling for the thinker and observer cards. After I did what he wanted, with the rocks and stuff. He comes out, he goes, "This is exactly what I wanted." He goes, you have an amazing mind. And I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "It runs in the family." Like making a joke, like saying, like he has an amazing mind too. And he goes, "No, no, no. Only about 10%. The rest, I don't know what happened." And I was just like, all right. I agree, but I'm not going to say anything. Five of Swords. He cracks me up. He really does. Oh my gosh, I have so much I could say of the stuff he says, but YouTube would really hate me because he has no filter. The Fool and the Devil. This is all about controlling oneself. Could be trying to stop somebody's forward movement, but this mainly feels like someone's seeing a controlling situation. They're seeing that within themselves. Whoever's watching is seeing, they're looking in the mirror. This person's looking in the mirror. Like, yeah, I was the one who was resistant. You know what I mean? Either you, them, whoever the hell it is. But someone's literally doing that. Like seeing just how wonderful things are for you. That you're happy, that you're blessed, that good things are coming in for you. That you're good. You're good, You're just moving forward. You're not backing up. It's not like SpongeBob where Patrick's like, you're good. And he's fucking everything up. No, you're just moving forward. And doing it with grace is what it feels like. And this person's seeing that, like, yeah, maybe I did control this. Someone feels bad that they were stopping themselves and that they were being very cold and detached. Yeah, they feel bad. Someone's feeling sad and they're kind of worried. Probably not kind of, they are. This person might be having issues sleeping as well. There's fear. There's fear that you'll move on to a new commitment, a new connection. Someone could also fear their family, or there's someone within their family, like family issues or something. But someone's seeing this Empress energy, hard at work. Oh, getting cha-ching. That's how I started this. Money, because that's what I heard. Money, money, money. You've worked really hard for whatever this financial reward is, because that's coming in. Yeah, because the Empress is happy, happy. Male, female doesn't matter, but that's feminine energy. You could be a mother, so you could have children, but this is power, like standing in your power. You're pretty powerful. Your work is a blessing, but you're going to be blessed at work, is what it feels like. You're being blessed because of your work, because of what you do. Milk and honey, this is getting it all. This could be a relationship for some of you, but this feels money. This is like jackpot. You know what else I heard today? Because it wasn't just the whole make it rain kind of thing. It was, I heard it's time to turn after make it rain, it's time to turn your umbrella upside down and start catching money. Blessings are coming in. And this person might be worried because maybe they wanted that and they spent too much time jerking off in a corner instead of doing what they needed to do. Or they let this opportunity pass them by, and you're going to be successful, and they're going to they're going to be on the sidelines. They could be worried about that. Yeah, because you know that they hurt you. They know that you know what they did. And if you don't know to the full extent, it has something to do with a fucking vehicle or a Cancerian. But even if you don't know to the full extent what this person did, it has to do with stalking, spying, watching, paying attention, something bad, with a phone as well. But regardless, they know that you know. And they know that when you reach this level of success, and it's like literally like right around the corner, like, oh, there it is. You know what I mean? This person's gonna go, FML. I don't know, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, oh my goodness. I gotta get in while the getting's good. Well, guess what? I don't think you're letting anyone in. You might let someone in so you can like test out their their joystick, you know, play a few games, play a few rounds, like, see what you're good at. See if you're any good. Because, you know, sometimes you drum shit up in your head and it's like you fantasize about someone and then you finally do it and you're like, well, that was disappointing. Maybe someone's worried about that. But, I just heard I would not disappoint you. So someone's sure of themselves, apparently. Maybe they've had a lot of practice. Okay, I'm gonna go because I don't know why I'm in this energy, why it's so weird. Oh, wait, I always do this and I forget. So, could be a Taurus involved. Not necessarily. Or an earth sign. Take your shot. Go for it. Just do it. They're telling you the truth. So freaking listen. Someone wasn't listening. I keep getting that and I'm getting sick of saying it. Leo. That fucking a Leo could have ran away. Or you're a Leo. It's your lucky day. Good luck. I really want to talk to you. Somebody really wants to talk to you. A Leo might miss you, or a Leo's missing someone. But a new beginning or a new baby. A new beginning is here. Yeah, someone wants to start fresh. They really want to talk to you because they want to start over. But the Leo reading might be significant for some of you. Maybe not because I just saw no. But I really wanted to share that for some reason. It's on Patreon. If you want to see it, it's over there. I'm not making any exceptions, I guess. Please hold me. Don't ever let me go. Comfort. I don't know. This person wants to be intimate with you. They not only want to feel the heat, they want to get sprayed with the hose. You know, they want to feel the emotion too. No matter how terrifying it is. I almost feel like it's like being so terrified of something. Like, so scared that you won't do it. You won't try. You're just like frozen. Like, oh my gosh, I'm frozen in fear. And then you realize, like, the second you take that chance and do whatever you're afraid of, it's not so scary anymore. It's like, why was I so afraid of this? Someone might be thinking that way. Like, why was I so afraid of commitment? Why was I so afraid of you, of this situation, of getting close to you, of blah, 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 whatever it is. Because it's different for everyone. Somebody could have battled with addictions. Or, someone could have a sex addiction as well. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Anyways, there's unconditional love here, but that was behind passion, and behind addiction is Cupid's arrow, which is have faith, love is coming. I feel like it's that energy of when I'm in, I'm all in, and that's a great thing. But sometimes when people get a little over the top, it could be like, well, when I'm in love, when I'm that connected, when I really want this, I want to spend all my time with you, and I don't want to come off too strong, and I don't know, there could be some weak points in there. So someone could get not just obsessive but kind of possessive when they're in a relationship, and maybe they're trying not to be that way. As long as they recognize it, it can be turned around. You know, I don't know who's feeling that way, but I know that feeling. It's like when you first connect with someone and it's really exciting, and it's like, I don't ever want you to leave. You know, spend all your time here. But realistically, that can't happen. But when they leave and they go to work, or they're dealing with their families, their responsibility, whatever it is, like children or otherwise, when they're off doing those things without you, it won't be forever, because if it's going to work out down the line, eventually you'll get to come home to that person, you know what I mean? But it's like the make you miss me kind of energy, where it's like, yeah, we might not get to see each other this weekend, but I'll get to see you such and such a day, or whatever. So you have something to look forward to, and you don't get sick of each other because you have your time, their time, and whatever time. I don't know, there's just something like that. But anyways, I love you guys. Peace.